9 questions were given from the topic circles in the JEE Main January 2024 session, and we have already discussed the first 4 questions in an earlier video. Today we will now discuss the 5th and 6th questions from the topic circles. This question has appeared in the JEE Main examination held on 30th January 2024 in the second shift. The given question is: consider 2 circles. The first circle C1 is given by x square plus y square is equal to 25, and C2, the second circle, given by x minus alpha whole square plus y square is equal to 16, where alpha belongs to the open interval 5, 9. Let the angle between the 2 radii, 1 to each circle, drawn from one of the intersection points of C1 and C2 be. So C1 and C2 are intersecting, and at one of the intersection points you take the radius of C1 and the radius of C2. The angle between these 2 radii is given to be sine inverse under the square root of 63 by 8. If the length of common chord of C1 and C2 is beta, then the value of alpha beta whole square equals. It's a numeric value type question. We are given 2 circles C1 and C2, and one of the circles C2 involves an alpha, and alpha is given to be coming from the open interval 5, 9. Given the angle between the 2 radii, one radius of C1, the other radius of C2, drawn from one of the intersection points of C1 and C2, that means at one of the intersections of C1 and C2, you take the 2 radii of one radius of C1 and the other radius of C2, and the angle between them is sine inverse root of 63 by 8. And it's given the length of the common chord of C1 and C2 is beta, then required to find the value of alpha beta whole square. Let's now discuss the solution of the problem in detail. We have 2 circles, C1 given by x square plus y square is equal to 25. It's well known that it is a circle with the center at the origin O 0, 0, and the radius 25 is 5 square. That is radius R, let us say R1 is equal to 5. And we have x-axis, y-axis, and the origin. So we have the circle C1 with the center at the origin and a radius 5. And we have the second circle C2 given by x minus alpha whole square plus y square is equal to 16, where this alpha belongs to the open interval 5, 9. And the center of this circle is, let's say, at a point A, alpha, 0 on the x-axis. And R2 is 16 is 4 square. So R2 is 4. So we have the second circle, right? And the center is at A, whose coordinates are alpha, 0. Great. Let the 2 circles intersect at the points B and C. Right. So let the angle between the 2 radii R1 is OB, is R1 is OB, R2 is AB with theta. That is given. That is given. The angle between the two radii, R1, that is OB, R2, AB, the angle be theta. So, AB and for OB 5 units, the angle is theta. Agreed. Agreed. And given theta is equal to sine inverse root of 63 by 8. That means sine theta is equal to root 63 by 8. Right. Now, the common chord is BC. The common chord is BC. This is the BC. And it is given to be BC is equal to beta. Beta. Now, this BC and this OA intersect at a point D. Let us say, let D be the point of intersection of BC and OA. So, this is D. Now, what will be BD? BD will be beta by 2. BD will be beta by 2. Right. So, what are you preparing? We are preparing to compute the area of this triangle OAB. Now, the area of the triangle OAB is half base OA into height BD. Right. Half OA is alpha. OA is alpha because A is alpha comma 0 and O is the origin 0 comma 0. The distance is alpha. So 1 by 2 alpha into BD is beta by 2 multiply alpha beta by 4. On the other hand, the same area of this triangle OAB can be computed as half of AB into OB multiplied by the sine of the angle between OA, OB and AB. So, half of AB multiplied by OB multiplied by the sine of the angle between them. And we know this is a standard formula. So, on the other hand, area of this triangle OAB is equal to half of AB multiplied by OB multiplied by sine of the angle between them. The sine theta is this. Sine theta is given for that reason only. So, 1 by 2 AB 4 OB 5 into root of 63 by 8. So, they are equal. They are equal. So, alpha beta by 4 is equal to 1 by 2 into 4 into 5 root of 63 by 8. That will give you alpha beta is equal to 5 times under the square root of 63 after simplification. It's very easy. Now, what is that we want? We want alpha beta whole square. So, square it. Alpha beta whole square is equal to 5 square multiplied by 63. That is 25 into 63. That is 1575. So, it is a numeric value type question. So, only the integer values we must get. So, alpha beta whole square is 1575. The answer to this question is 1575, and that is the detailed discussion of the solution of this problem, and it is definitely an interesting question. I am sure that you have understood the solution of this problem. Let's now move to the next question. This question has appeared in the JEE Main exam held on 31st January 2024 in the first shift. the given question is, if one of the diameters of the circle x square plus y square minus 10x plus 4y plus 13 is equal to 0 is a chord of another circle C whose center is the point of intersection of the lines 2x plus 3y is equal to 12 and 3x minus 2y is equal to 5. So we have a circle, this is our circle, and a diameter of this circle is a chord of another circle C, and this the center of this another circle C is the intersection of these two lines. Then the radius of this circle C is to be obtained, and we are given 4 options. Let's now discuss the solution of the problem in detail. Right. The given circle, let us denote it by S. Its equation is x square plus y square minus 10x plus 4y plus 13 is equal to 0. So here is your circle S. Now let's write down this as x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square is equal to r square. Then we will be able to write its center and radius. S is written as x minus 5 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square, y square plus 4y, that will give you y plus 2 whole square. Now adjust the terms. So 5 square 25, 2 square 4 plus 13 shifted to the other side minus 13. That will be 16, that is 4 square. So it's a circle with the center at 5 comma minus 2 and a radius 4. So the center of this given circle, let us denote it by capital A with coordinates 5 comma minus 2 and the radius r is equal to 4. So this is your center, the radius is 4, of course. I will put that afterwards. Now given that a diameter PQ, say, of this circle S is a chord of another circle C. So let us take a diameter, call it as PQ. Right, this is your 4, that is AQ is 4. And this diameter is the chord of another circle C. Another circle C. Right. Given the center of the circle C is the intersection of two lines. These are the two lines. So take these two lines and solve for it. Then you will get the coordinates of the diameter, the coordinates of the center of this circle C. Right. So the center of this circle C is the intersection of these two lines. So intersected. On solving, you will get x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. And that will be the center. Let's call it as B, 3 comma 2. The center of the circle C is B, 3 comma 2. And let us denote the capital R be the radius of this circle C. And the question is to find capital R. Right. So the center of this circle C is B, 3 comma 2, and the R is the radius of it. So join B to Q, that will be capital R. Capital R will be the radius of C and required to find the value of capital R. Now join BA. BA. So BA is, B is the center of C and A is the center of S, whose coordinates are known. Now, in the triangle ABQ, it is a right angle triangle, right angle at A. BQ square, that is the hypotenuse square, is equal to BA square plus AQ square. The coordinates of B 3, 2, coordinates of A 5, minus 2 are known. So BA square, the distance formula we use. And that will be BQ square is R square. R square is equal to BA square, that is 5 minus 3 whole square plus minus 2 whole square. So this is BA square plus AQ square plus BQ plus AQ square. AQ square, yes, AQ square. We are finding BQ square, capital R square. So AQ square is 4 square. So BA square, 5 minus 3 whole square plus minus 2 whole square plus 4 square. Simplify, you will get 36. And R will be equal to under the square root of 36, that is equal to 6. That is the radius of the circle C. That's what you are asked to find. And this answer appears against option 2 here. Therefore, the answer to this question is option 2. That is the detailed discussion of this question. This is also an easy question. And in this discussion, we have taken the questions 5 and 6 from the topic circles of the section coordinate geometry, and these 2 questions have appeared in the JEE Main January 2024 session examinations. I am sure that you have understood the solutions of these 2 questions, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.